You're distorting my argument. If you have a person that likes stealing or raping, you should be able to force them to not exercise their freedom.
Oh no. Hold on. Stealing somebody else's property, you're actually harming that someone else. Killing somebody else, you're harming that somebody else. Wearing a niqab is harming who?
You're harming society.
How?
By expressing that backwards message, medieval
How is
message.
it backwards?
Women should wear this, men should not wear this.
Okay, so let me get this right. If a woman wears a bikini, like the cave women who hardly wore any clothes, which one is backward? The one that the woman covers completely, or the woman uncovers almost completely?
The one that is covered completely.
Really?
Yes.
That's better. Yes. Thank you. I rest my case.
It's backward. I thought you said backward.
No, backward. So the cave women who did not cover, they are similar to today's women who don't cover. How is that backwards?
What I'm saying is, it's backward in the
You
sense
tell me which is backwards.
It's
To
obviously
uncover
not.
or to cover?
To cover is backward.
So you're telling me that if someone in your family uncovers their body,
They're naked, obviously not. But in the bikini, it's okay.
in a bikini even in a bikini, you know the cave women weren't completely naked.
Yeah. What
So how is your women that you want them to roam around in bikinis different to the cave women? Which one is backwards? Did the cave women completely cover? No, they did not. Do the women today who hardly wear any clothes go out on the beach and so
They're
on,
not different
or go out
than
even in the public in the summer? Now you tell me which one is backwards.
They're not different in many respects.
Well, why are you telling me what is backward then? When you don't know what backward means?
I know it's backwards.
You're going backward by the definition of what your
Backwards
said to you.
Backwards. Don't use stupid words, okay?
Stupid
You
words?
know what backwards
Western
means.
communities are stupid words.
You know
You're
what-
the one who brought up the word backward.
Can I make my argument now?
Yeah, go on.
So, backwards in this sense is not only backwards in time, which I mean backwards to the medieval age, not backwards to the caveman.
Define backward then.
Okay, so don't put it with the absurd.
Define backward.
Backwards means outdated because it has been
Time?
refuted over and over again.
Outdated includes time.
He just said that.
It is objectively, it has been refuted
It's
over
not,
and over
it's,
again
not,
over time.
it's not objective, trust me. Nothing objective about backward.
So,
What you might consider as backward, yes, I might not. And what I might
so you're
consider as
saying there's
backward,
no
you might not.
So you're saying there's no objective truth.
There is objective truth. Of course there is objective truth.
So
What I'm asking you is that the objective truth which you place about a woman covering and for her own wishes, you're saying she should not be allowed to do that. In fact, that is a logical argument. You forcing someone not to wear what they want, it is backwards.
I ask you, how can you logically argue? How can you logically argue? Not because it says in my book.
What do you mean logical? What is illogical about someone who wants to go about the way they're dressed?
Because they are a danger to society.
Yeah, that's right.
That is hilarious, dude.
That's a
Is that what
dangerous
you've been
to
watching Fox
society.
News or what?
I don't like Fox News
Okay,
at all.
tell me one woman in a niqab who has been danger to your life.
Oh, many.
In Germany, thank God, we don't have many.
Even men.
Would that be zero? Would that be zero?
You're brilliant.
men
Would that
have
be
taken
zero?
I love your
that,
style. But I was never arguing that the actual women, the persons, are the danger. I'm arguing that their beliefs, the inequality, and I said it over and over again, their belief that humans, that men and females are unequal. That is the dangerous part.
So it's not covering their faces.
The niqab,
Exactly.
the niqab is just a symptom of that belief.
So then someone who prays is a problem as well, right?
What?
Someone who prays as well.
Praise.
You just said their beliefs are an issue.
The belief-
It's where the beliefs leading, yes?
Don't
no,
mingle
no,
words.
it's the way
Their
I'm not
belief,
mingling your words, you're mingling your words. I'm trying to clarify them. Go
their
ahead.
belief
Yeah.
that men and women are unequal. Not
Who
that
told you they're unequal?
Who said this?
Just because they dress. Look, in
Why
our
are men
society.
dressed
Wait
like
a minute. In our society, yes. Do you wear a miniskirt and high heels?
nobody could.
But do you?
I don't think it's wrong.
Would you?
I don't think it's
Would
wrong.
you?
I could.
Would you?
Why don't you wear it, mate?
Wait. Would you?
I don't wear it because I think it's wrong. I don't wear it because it's not fashionable.
Oh, I see. So you, just like this gentleman earlier said, you would go by the fashion in the society.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this: if it was fashion in the society to get married to your sister, would you?
No, it's different.
Oh,
You know, honestly.
It's hilarious.
Oh,
You
it's
know what?
fashionable.
There's
Why
no
not? In the
line.
future, it might become fashionable to marry your sister. In fact, it was in the past. If you go to places like Egypt, yes, and places like Rome, they used to marry the sisters. It was fashionable then. But this gentleman, according to him, if it's fashionable, you do it.
No,
That's the illogical thing I've heard.
this is the opposite of what I said.
No,
I said
no,
that
you
was
said-
logic.
No logic
Tell
in
me
this
what I said.
argument.
Okay, you said the reason you don't wear miniskirts and high heels is because it's not fashionable.
Correct.
But if it was fashionable, you'll wear them.
Maybe.
Good. Now the same argument can be applied to incest. If it is, why not?
Because that is objectively, universally, morally wrong.
No, it's not. Many people actually
Because
commit
just
incest.
you're harming the children. You will.
How are you harming them? Let me tell you the adults. Let me tell you, a father wants to sleep with his son. A father wants to sleep with his son. They both are adults. Would you say yes or no to that? No. Why?
They're not harming
Wait,
children
wait,
anymore.
wait.
Because it creates
What?
bad incentives.
How?
I'd say
Wait, let him dig it.
How could you
They're both adults. They're both adults.
how could you
It's consenting adults.
how could you possibly
they're both consenting.
how could you possibly equate me saying that I may wear female clothes to incest? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
It's your opinion,
You said,
and yours is changing by yours.
okay, why would you say it's not allowed? Tell me a reason why it's not allowed.
Because objectively,
a
reasonably,
father,
you shouldn't allow it.
no,
Like wearing
wait.
makeup.
According to their reason and their logic, they say we are in love. This is a perfectly, you remember you talked about love earlier? Well, they both are saying the same thing. We love each other and we want to sleep with each other. Who are you to interfere in our relationship? What do you say then? Wait, let him answer. What do you say
I
then?
say you shouldn't.
Why?
Because it
Who
would
are
harm
you?
society.
Democracy, remember?
It would harm society.
Democracy.
Democracy is not anarchy, my friend.
Also,
This is your problem.
so you're telling me if a democracy allowed incest, you would say okay.
No. I would say.
So he doesn't even believe in democracy now.
No.
Hashim,
Believing.
goalposts are everywhere in this conversation.
You're shooting yourself
Because-
in the foot every time you say it.
Because I'm saying democracy is objectively seen the best political system, does not mean that I agree with every law a democracy ever enacts.
So why would you say democracy is something universally acceptable?
Because it protects the inherent freedom and equality of humans better than anything.
So what
else.
what about the freedom of these two who want to love each other?
My freedom ends.
Not
when
your
this-
freedom, not your freedom. The freedom of this father.
These guys' freedom ends with the freedom of all the other people.
No, let's see all the other people in the community also want to be gay. Then what?
Then you're living in an okay society. Then that's
There you go. What do you call him anti-gay now?
But this is
Sorry, anti-incest.
This is like saying, what if humans had 3 arms and 4 legs? It is not true. This is not how it is.
No, but we aren't talking about 4 legs and 4 arms. We are talking about a man and his son are in love
You were talking
and
about
they want to.
something crazy.
No. I'm testing your limits of a society, of a democracy.
Yes.
If a democracy, you know, maybe 50, 60 years ago, LGBT wasn't permitted in this democracy. It was by law.
Yeah.
It was illegal.
Sorry, that's
and you
all.
could wait a minute. You could be actually be killed for it. Yes.
I don't know.
Now wait a minute. Was that democracy?
I don't think could you be killed for being gay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's quite amazing.
Maybe you should ask Hitler
You
what he
should
did to
learn
the
some
gays.
stuff, bro.
They still are killed.
Yes,
I know what Hitler did to the gays.
in his democracy, you should ask what
Don't
he did to
teach
the
me
gays.
about German history.
Oh, I can teach you a lot about Germany as well. Don't worry.
Let's go ahead.
Okay, so let me ask you this: were the gays in Germany killed?
Yes.
No, I don't need to teach him anything.
So you just-
he agrees
you just
with me.
said they weren't.
Okay, so
There's nothing to agree with.
so
It's
so
facts.
let me.
Facts.
So now the society permits it.
Yes, fine.
Okay, that is something that you have to come to terms with democracy.
Yeah.
Democracy can be as hostile and extremist as you can make it if whoever the leaders are of that democracy are bad. And it can be as good as you want it if the leaders are good. Wait a minute, I haven't finished. So your understanding of a democracy is not perfect harmony and peace for everyone. It's not.
Did I say that democracies are perfect?
No, you said it protects everyone's rights, X, Y, and Z.
Better than anything else. Correct.
Really?
Yes.
So I'll tell you what, in Islam, everyone's rights are protected as well. Even the non-believers, their rights are protected. Yes.
So what is about
in a
Sharia?
Sharia? In a Sharia,
non-believers?
the rights of the unbelievers is protected. Yes.
Okay, so how was it
In
in,
fact-
the medieval caliphate?
Which medieval caliphate? Do you know anything about it before you argue
A
on
little
it?
bit.
No, don't. Look, little knowledge is dangerous.
Okay, so let me
And that's
tell
what you
you.
have been expressing so far. Tell me something that you have actually studied, and then we'll talk.
Unlike you, I'm not an expert
You know what?
on everything.
You heard of jizya? I'm not an expert on everything. You heard of jizya? Jizya. You heard of this term jizya?
I heard it before. Tell me what it is.
Okay, jizya is a tax.
Oh yeah, the unbeliever.
Yes. Do you think that is right or wrong?
I think it is not right to base any tax on religious belief, because religious belief should not base. It's not a value. You're a Muslim. I love you as much. You're Christian as you, and all the atheists.
And who pays for all your road building and for all the other expenses like building an army?
Value
to
creating
defend you?
taxpayers. Value creating taxpayers.
So do you have to pay
humans.
tax? You okay with paying tax?
Yes.
Okay, called jizya tax.
Yeah, but why?
No, it's not.
But it's not. But
It is a tax.
It's based on income.
What's that?
It's based on income, not on belief.
Who told you it's based on income? Jizya is not based on income only.
It's based on belief.
It has to
No,
be
no, no. Jizya is based on certain principles. For example, look, I'll tell you a difference. You know the Muslims pay the zakat. Like this is the month of Ramadan where we fast and we also are very generous in charity and we give zakat mostly in this month of Ramadan. Okay, so the Muslims pay 2.5% of their savings to charity. And this is the minimum. They can obviously pay more if they wanted to. But this is the minimum.
Great.
And there is obviously conditions. That means that person should be able to afford that. Secondly, he should not have a debt himself.
Okay.
Yes, that person should be sane. That person should be a Muslim. These are the conditions for 2.5%. In the case of jizya, yes, it is paid by the people who live in a caliphate who are under the protectorship by Sharia under a Muslim rule.
You mean now in the medieval,
Non-Muslim.
the medieval caliphate?
Or even if there's a caliphate tomorrow who wants to impose jizya, it'll still apply to them. But most of the Muslim countries today, they do not impose any jizya on the unbelievers. In fact, there is no taxes until recently in Saudi Arabia and all. Zero taxes. And that's the reason many of the Christians and many of the non-Muslims like Hindus and all, they flock to that areas. What I'm getting to this is that if you consider this to be inequality, then I'll show you how it is the other way around. It is actually in the favor of the unbelievers, not in the favor of the Muslims. Because you see, jizya, those who pay jizya, they actually do not have to perform the duty of participating in the army. So they are actually exempted from the duty of being recruited in the army. Secondly, the women of these people, they do not have to pay any jizya. The ones who are obviously insane, the ones who are children.
There's another unfair division between men and females.
Let me finish.
Yeah, muta is the
Okay, jizya there's no jizya on the rabbis or on the priests of the churches and so on. The only people whom jizya applies to are those who can afford it, and that too there is a cap. Something like, I don't know, 48
What's your point?
dirham. My point is this, in the case of the zakat, the Muslims is applicable both on male and female. Remember, in jizya is only on the male. It doesn't exempt them from military duties. In the case of jizya, it does exempt them. Yes?